that they evolved from Yetis, so they lived up in the North Pole, and then one got hungry, so and then started wandering off into some like villages, and then found an empty house and started to eat food, and then the guy came inside the house and found him and called the animal control, and then they shot him with the sleeping thing. And then they brought him to the United States to do testing on him, but and then he escaped into the woods. And then he started to turn, his fur started to darken because there was not that much sunlight, and he didn't need the white fur because it wasn't snowing. So and then he started to eat the berries and leaves that grew in the woods. And then he met a hiker, and then he got scared and started running away, and then people started finding out about him, and then they started calling him Bigfoot. And then people in the North Pole started to look around for more Yetis, and then they shipped them to the United States, and some of the Yetis escaped and went to the woods too and repopulated there, or some of them were kept in captivity and repopulated there. And the Bigfoot, the original one that escaped, ended up finding someone, and then they started having different babies from ones with light fur, dark fur, and spotted fur. And then the Bigfoots increased in population while the Yetis decreased.
Awesome.
A dog and its ancestor is the wolf, the animal that becomes there like a scout, hunting its prey with its fellow pack members, stalking its target, and goes for the kill. A wolf is dangerous, but it's even more dangerous when it's in an attack. The wolf will stalk its prey and chase it as fast too. One mistake and the chase is over. But the wolf's enemy is us humans because we hunt them down. But they're in the forest, winterlands, stuff like that. When you're comparing a German Shepherd and a Grey Wolf, the wolf will be a little bigger because they're not like ordinary dogs. They don't want they don't want like house pets because they're different, and that's what makes them cool.
Yay!
So, my sausage and the rainforest daisies, they're small. And they got short nails. The leaves on the bottom of the tree started to die out, and the stalks would go up more and grow bigger stalks. So they live with a bear, so the bears would eat the ones that were on the bottom. Little by little, they would grow longer claws and climb a little bit more higher. There would be more of them because they would pass down the traits. And the ones with the small nails would be extinct. So the bears would eat the ones that had the short paws and then open them up and then stop, have more babies, and they pass them away.
My story, and it goes like this.
Once upon a time in the grassy plains of Ireland, there lived a man named Seamus O'Brien, who was 4'7". He was a happy, normal boy who just partied with all the tall ladies. Until one day the end of a rainbow appeared in the back of Seamus's home. As we all know, gold is at the end, and there was lots of it. Seamus didn't know what to do with it all, but he knew he wasn't going to share. After a period of time, he became even more selfish. He didn't even want to pay his rent. He spent all his gold on beer and cabbage with corned beef, making him gain weight only in his big old beer belly. Every gluttonous action Seamus did caused his face to grow more unhappy and angered. He grew long orange facial hair, smelling just like the local pub on a Saturday night. Nothing positive would ever come out of his mouth anymore. Now that Seamus was a grumpy guy, he lost all his friends and mainly the lady friends. This is him before with the ladies. This is him after. One bright sunny day at the old creek where Seamus was washing his gold, he stumbled upon a rock that made him fall into the stream. Help, help, he yelled. Someone save me, gold, and me. Across the stream there was a cottage. Inside lived a beautiful lady by the name of Cindy. This is Cindy. Unknowingly of the commotion happening across the way, she hangs up her clothes one by one. Soon as she heard a faint shriek in the distance, she says, I wonder what that could be. She walked over to the creek, meeting eyes with Seamus, instantly falling in love. Don't just stand there, you wretched you wretched wretch. Get my gold. She snaps out of her daydream, diving into the stream to grab Seamus. After the mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, Seamus looks into Cindy's eyes, forgetting all about his gold. I'm sorry I didn't reach your goal, dear sir, she said. It's fine, my dear lady, just fine, Seamus says as he takes off his hat. Cindy blushes bright red. You wouldn't happen to like beef and cabbage, would you? She replies, making a subtle hint for him to come into her home. After a wonderful dinner and wine, they spent the night together. A few weeks later, Seamus and Cindy, still dating, they found out they're going to bring a beautiful bundle of joy into the world. And then a horrible volcano erupted, causing ash and soot to cover the lands of Ireland. So the newborn had to adapt to the surroundings, growing beautiful fairy wings. With the mother's blonde hair and blue eyes, she wore nothing but green like her father. This is the baby. Seamus soon died of old age, Cindy the same, yet Tink still remains happy and gluttonous like her parents, reproducing more fairies all over Ireland. Yeah.
Aww.